everyone, so today I'm going to be going through my kind of Chanel skincare routine that I've been doing since around late November. Obviously since I started working at Chanel I kind of got to know their products a bit better and was lucky enough to kind of have enough samples to do me till now. So I thought that it had been a good amount of time to kind of really get a feel for the products on my skin and tell you what I think, and also give you a brief rundown on some of the other lines for different skin types, and yeah, basically just do a really quick video on that. So if you'd like to know what I use skincare wise from Chanel and what I think are the kind of top products that you should look into if you're into high-end products, please keep watching this video and I'll see you at the end of it. First thing I would do before working on any client, and what we were always provided with, was hand sanitizer. Really important to clean your hands, because at some stage you will or may be working with your fingers on the person that you're working on, and even on yourself if you're kind of spot prone and you kind of don't want to wash your hands. This is kind of like a good really quick alternative just to have on hand. And I also sanitize my brushes with it, and it's just any kind of alcohol sanitizing gel, always handy to keep in your bag, and it's something that I've really got into in the last year. Now, the next step may seem a little bit off. Usually you would do this at the end, but if you were working on a client, obviously you would need to take off any makeup that they do have on already. So from Chanel you might have seen the Demaquillent Yeux Intense, I don't know, it's French name. Like I said, I've been using these since November of last year, and I just have all sample sizes. I don't have full size of anything, but I have been consistently using it. This is what I use when I'm traveling. It's Chanel's biphase kind of oil makeup remover. It's really good. A lot of people, it's like their holy grail makeup remover, and I would put the names in the down bar. But if you're on a budget, I would definitely recommend this one from Garnier. I think they've gotten rid of this size, that's why they've gone on clearance, which is really annoying because now they only come in like half of this size bottles, which is kind of, like I said, it's annoying, but it does mean that it's a little bit more affordable obviously in the smaller bottle. I think it's about €3 or €4 in the smaller bottle, and this one was about 8 or 6 or something like that. So I got it on clearance for $1.95 when they were getting rid of this size, so as you can imagine I was absolutely delighted. But like I said, if you're on a budget, this is a really good dupe. They're exactly the same, if this not better. Great kind of water and oil based makeup removers. To be honest, I don't see the point in using any other kind of makeup remover because it's just going to take a lot longer to get your mascara off and everything like that. So if you're not sensitive to kind of oilier makeup removers, you might as well just convert to something like this. You'll get your makeup off 10 times faster. So that is a really good dupe from Garnier for the Chanel one. They are honestly exactly the same, but I just tend to use this one when I'm traveling because it's smaller. The next thing I would do on a client or myself is cleanse the skin. Now, I don't find I always need to cleanse my skin before makeup, but I do kind of do throughout the week if I'm feeling like, if I have the time or whatnot. But on clients I would always cleanse their skin. This is a great one from Chanel. It's their Lait Comfort. It's basically just their cleansing milk from the Hydra Max range. Comes in a 200ml bottle, I think. Really nice kind of milky consistency, and really makes the skin feel nice and clean afterwards. It has kind of a fresh kind of floral-ish scent to it. I can't really describe it, but it's quite nice, and I'll just show you the consistency here. And I would always use this on a client beforehand. It's just like that milky consistency that you can see there. Usually pat it into the pad a little bit and then just wipe away any kind of dirt that's lying on the skin. Even if I take off my makeup with the oil-based remover and I'm not near a sink, I would always use this afterwards just to take off anything that was kind of left on the skin and any of the oily residue. And I just love this. It makes your skin feel really clean, and I really am a huge fan of the Hydra Max range, which is, I just used this cleansing milk on every client regardless of their skin type, just because it's not overpowering and it does the job. It's not irritating the skin and doesn't make the face too oily, and it's basically just described as a creamy cleansing milk, anti-pollution face and eyes. It also takes off most eye makeup, but maybe not mascara. Now the next step would be moisturizing if I felt like the client needed it, or I feel like I need it. And this is one of my favorite moisturizers. Like I said, I've been using all these since September, and obviously working there is one of my favourite ones. It's this one here, Hydra Max Active, and then there's Hydra Max Active Nutrition, which is this one. It's like two different creams. The first one is just really, really good if you have dry skin, any kind of dry skin at all, and it comes in gel and cream. I like the cream, but I think the gel is really, really good for younger skin, and just if you prefer that texture. But I do love the nutrition one as well, because like I said, my skin is extremely dry. So this is usually kind of sold sort of as a night cream. It's not called a night cream, but if you were to use the normal Hydra Max during the day, you would probably use this one as a night cream, because it's a little bit stronger, a little bit more moisturizing, and for my really dry skin it seems fine, and there's not a huge difference between the two anyway. So for this one I tend to use it on my hands and just warm it up between the fingers a little bit and kind of just pat it in the never really lather it on the client too much. I would just put it where they need it, so usually kind of like around the T-zone, around the nose where you know they might get flaky later on, and just kind of work outwards into the skin. If needs be, you can take the cotton pad again and wipe off kind of any kind of excess if you're going straight into makeup. And now I won't use this on all clients, but I would use it on myself because I'm such a big fan of it, and I thought that I would mention it in this video. I use the Beauté Initiale eye gel quite often. My favourite eye gel is the only thing I use around my eyes. I use it quite sparingly, and to be honest, a tiny amount of this would last you forever. It usually comes in a slightly taller bottle, obviously these are sample sizes. But a bottle of this would last you a year no problem because you use so little of it. Described as an anti-puffiness dark circles eye gel, and as you know, dark circles are a big problem for me. I keep these in the fridge so they're nice and chilled, and I'll just show you the consistency. It's like a pink sort of cream and gel, and I use the smallest amount of it. This much here would do my entire eye. See the way it spreads? This stuff just goes on and it just spreads and spreads, and I like to kind of just take a few seconds out if I have time to dab it in nicely, just get the blood kind of circulating under my eyes. And I find that by the time I get my foundation on, the colour under my eyes has already improved, and it just feels nice and hydrated there, and my foundation just kind of glides on, and my concealer looks nice and not cakey over it. So I just dab that in, and like you can see, the smallest amount does loads. Gel is really great for young skin. Beauté Initiale is aimed at a younger generation. So then you can put all the rest of your slap on, and as you can see, my skin looks really healthy, and even though it looks dewy, my face is actually quite dry. Like, my foundation does not feel like it's going to slide off or anything. This is just a nice kind of healthy sheen you get when you clean your face, when you make sure it's really deeply cleansed. So like I promised, I did say I would briefly kind of go through some of the other skincare lines from Chanel, just in case you're wondering, you know, what the best for you if you're too afraid to ask the girls at the counter yourself. There is a couple of lines from Chanel. The Hydra Max ones, which I've showed you mostly in this video, are the more affordable ones. Really well priced for luxury high-end kind of moisturizers and so on and so forth. I think they retail, I think the Hydra Max moisturizer, you get a big tub of it for the face, and I think that retails for about 53-ish euro, which is really good compared to the rest of them, which are kind of in the €100 sort of range. If that was in pounds, it would probably be around the £80 mark. So they're quite affordable as far as Chanel skincare goes. So I would, if you've kind of dry skin or you just need a bit of moisturising just to hydrate the face a little bit better, I definitely check out the Hydra Max range. It's really good, and your skin is definitely not going to flake and stuff like that after you use it. Chanel do a good line of kind of basic moisturiser, cleansers, toners for all skin types as well, which I think is great. They have one specifically for dry skin, which is the Hydra Max, the blue one. The blue rating is anything with blue rating is for dry skin. Then they have that basic line as well for combination skin, which is the green rating. So if you have combination oily skin, check out the packaging with the green rating. And if you're oily skinned, they also have, you know, cleanser, moisture, toner, everything like that for oily skin as well, especially suited to you, and that's in the pink rating. Also in the other lines, you know, there's Beauté Initiale, like I showed you the eye gel. Beauté Initiale, the whole line, the moisturizers and all that, they're specifically targeted to fight the first signs of aging, so for young skin. So if you've never been a big fan of moisturising, you know, if you're still quite young, I would say maybe like 17 and up, and you want to start taking care of your skin, I would recommend the Beauté Initiale range if you have the money for it, because it is brilliant. A lot of it is quite like gel formulas and stuff that is really, really good and not too rich for young skin. And it just feels so luxurious, and if you really, really want to start taking care of your wrinkles and just keeping your face as perfect as possible for as long as possible, I would recommend the Beauté Initiale range. It's one that I'm looking to invest into once I have the money. I'll definitely be repurchasing the under eye gel because I really, really like it, and I do think that you can kind of feel it working. I think it's nice, it's cooling, and if you have under eye circles, it's definitely the best so far that I've used, and like I said, it's a gel so it's not too rich. So I would check out the Beauté Initiale range if you've maybe skin kind of regular skin from the ages around 17 to maybe 25. That's when you want to start kind of looking at the other lines possibly. Maybe it could probably do you up to 30. I mean, if you're really not seeing any signs of aging. There's a line repair range also, and also a lift range. So there's under eye creams, night creams, day creams as well for that. Obviously the line cream is specifically to target wrinkles. If you're an older lady and that's what you're starting to see a lot of, that would be a great one to invest in, maybe around 40 and up, age 40 and up, sorry. The lift range then would be kind of to firm up the skin a little bit more and help with kind of sagging. Like if you're a little bit jowly around here, the lift range would be specifically targeted to target that. So that's what that line sort of does. And then there's the top of the end, high end sublimage. Sublimage is really, really expensive. I have a sample of it here. It's the one in the gold packaging. You'll see it's in the gold jar. It's on the back of a lot of magazines. It is really, really expensive. It's about 300 and odd euro for the day cream. It comes in 3 different textures. I think it comes in gel, cream, and a universal texture, I think, as well. But that's really expensive. I mean, if you're maybe, I would say 50 and up, that would be a great cream for you, because there's a lot of technology in it, there's a lot of work gone into it, a lot of great ingredients in it. I think it's vanilla extracts in it. It's been a while since I had a look at it, but it's really, really good ingredients, and it is really expensive because there was a lot of work and technology put into that cream. I had a lot of people come back and repurchase it if they did have the money. So many women. I remember one time this lady, I think she was about 80, and she was coming in buying that sublimage cream. It was so cute. But it is a great cream. It's an all-rounder. It's for wrinkles, lines, lifting, sagging, moisturizing. It's just for everything. The technology behind it is that it adapts to your skin and kind of figures out what your skin needs and then targets it. So if you're kind of getting a lot of wrinkles, it will try and target the wrinkles more than it would say the lift or the sagging on your face. The verdict from the 50 plus age group is pretty good on that one. It's very rich, it's very luxurious, and you pretty much can't get topper notch than the sublimage kind of line of creams. But I really, really doubt anyone watching my channel has the money to be spending on those. A lot of people don't know, but Chanel actually do really, really good SPF sun protectors as well. They do a great SPF 50. It's in the same bottle as their Aqua foundation, the little water-based square. It's in the same kind of bottle, but it's all white and it's water-based, so even though it's factor 50, it sinks so well into the skin because it's not like a cream, it's more like a milk that just kind of absorbs really, really quickly into the skin, and it's the only one like that I've seen that is really, really that light for such a high SPF. So if you're on the market for like a high-end SPF that sinks into the skin really well and doesn't leave an oily residue, I would definitely recommend that one as well. I think it's called UV. That is my kind of brief guide to Chanel skincare and what I use personally from Chanel on a kind of a weekly basis, and I hope you really enjoy this video. Please let me know if you want more beauty videos like this, and if you have any other questions I will try and answer them. Just leave a comment down below, and of course all my links, my lookbook which I've been posting on so much, is in the down bar, and also my blog has a ton of outfit posts as well. So yeah guys, check those out, and if you like those on this video, please thumbs up this video, and I will see you soon guys. Bye!